Yo guys, it's Dragos again, and today I want to share with you guys an exercise that I almost can guarantee that you won't see too many people in your gym do anymore. It's been very popular back in the day when Arnold used to train and Lou Ferrigno and all those guys, but over the years it kind of disappeared. And people are just not doing either because they know about it and they're scared. It's a fairly dangerous exercise, and so are all if you do them wrong, or they just have no idea that it even exists. So it's the, I like to call them stiff-legged deadlifts with upright rows. But you can also call them upright rows from the ground, or coming down from the ground, upright rows, or whatever the case may be. The whole idea is a full back development. So getting those erectors working from the bottom of the back all the way to the top of the back. If you know what an upright row is, from a standing tall position, bring the bar all the way to your chin. And yeah, before you chop my head right off, I know people say that's a dangerous exercise for shoulder, for wrist, for whatever the case may be. Well, if you do it wrong, yeah, it's bad for your shoulders, bad for your wrist, but do it right, do it correctly, and it's an excellent exercise to develop your mid-delt and to develop your trapezius, or your traps, right at the top of your neck. So, without further ado, let's get right into the exercise. I'm going to show you guys what you're missing out in the gym. Alright, so like you just saw, those are that is the way to do this exercise. The whole general idea is keep your back straight. Whatever exercise you do, keep that back straight. You bend the back and you're in danger of pulling something there, you're in danger of breaking something, you're just in danger of putting yourself out of the gym for good or for a long period of time. Keep your back straight, keep your elbows nice and high towards the ceiling. Don't grab the bar too narrow, so don't put your wrists too close together. Obviously, when you come up, the wrists are going to bend. That's going to cause problem in your wrists. Open up your arms a little bit more, and as you can see, I'm using an easy bar. So it's a little bit easier for my grips as well, for my wrist. I've had wrist injuries in the past, so right now if I use a straight bar, I'm a little bit iffy on it on certain occasions, so I just prefer to keep it on the easy bar, just all throughout. It's almost the same thing, it does the same effect on your back, but it's easier for my wrist. So I'm essentially just grabbing on with my middle finger right on the bum of the easy bar, so that I can have a nice good grip on the hand grip, on overhead grip rather, on the bar, and I pull it right up. Now again, if that still gives you a little bit of wrist problems, open up even wider. The upright row is supposed to hit your upper traps and your mid delts. So if you feel it like your shoulder is cracking out of place, or your wrists are hurting, whatever the case may be, you either already have a shoulder injury, so you should really check with somebody to see if you can exercise to begin with, or check with a trainer to see if you're doing the movement properly, or you're grabbing on too narrow. So that'll put a lot of tension on your shoulders, because you're essentially rotating your shoulders too much inwards to grab the bar too narrow. Open wider, the shoulders are a little bit more in play. So the bar is there. As you saw the movement, just a little bit of a breakdown on it. Your knees, essentially, I want them to be straight. So when you go down, you want to feel the stretch in your hamstrings or in the back of the leg. That's where the stiff-legged deadlift comes into play. So at that point, your hips are the ones doing the work, so you're engaging your erectors to keep everything straight, starting right at the bottom of your back. From that point, you straighten up without bending your back. You straighten up nice and tall. Boom, you're straight. Second movement, you come all the way to the top. So you work those erectors all the way up, you work your upper back, you work all that beautiful stuff, so you get a better and a more full back development. So just a little bit of a short way of doing it. Straight legs, looking up to keep it straight. Most people tend to look down. You automatically bend your back when you do that. You come up nice and tall. Boom, you're in position. You lift up to the chin. Come on down, and all the way down to the ground. Now, if your weights are as big as these ones, you can tap the ground. If they're not, you don't have to tap the ground, all based on how your flexibility is in your hips and your hamstrings, right? If you can go all the way down, by all means, stretch that back, stretch those hamstrings, work them even harder. But as a rule of thumb, straight, up, and boom, down and down. So it's almost like a 2 exercises in one, to going down, but when I'm doing it, I like to make it as one full exercise, so now it's nice and flowy. 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom, 4, and down. There's absolutely no pain in the shoulder, there's absolutely no pain in the wrist. Do it right and you won't have to worry about that. My arms are just wide enough so I don't rotate my shoulder inwards too much, cause that pain, cause that clicking in the glenohumeral joint, and my wrists are just wide enough so I don't have to bend them too much. So try it out in the gym, guys. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you get the same awesome results that I do.